What's up, my awesome YouTubers? This is Rhine1988 doing week 51 on the DVD themes, and this is my Tuesday review on a 1981, what I think is a great slasher film, Hell Night, starring Linda Blair. Now, the story takes place with four college students wanting to get into a sorority, and what they have to do, one of their pledges is they have to stay in a haunted mansion for 6 hours and be locked up in there until dawn. And this is all taking place on a costume party night. So I don't know if it's Halloween. Doesn't really say. But yeah, it's taking place. They're all wearing costumes, and so they stay there 6 hours in a haunted mansion, which a story is told that a family lived there, and the father killed his wife and then his children because none of them were born right. They were just disabled or dysfunctional kids, and something was always wrong with them. They all had something wrong, and so he killed a lot of them except one of his kids, which I believe he couldn't speak and he had no hearing, and so he was the last one alive. And they only found a couple bodies, and a couple bodies disappeared, so they didn't know where the other bodies went, including the kid with the hearing and no sound. So they're staying there, and weird stuff starts happening. You hear noises. Linda Blair at one time sees a ghost, but you find out that a couple of the high, college students who are the leaders of the pledge have actually put traps in the house, spooky stuff, and they're trying to scare them to see if they could stay in there all night. And then it becomes real when, one by one, these, spoiler alert if you haven't seen the movie, the high-class leaders of the pledges, all those college students start getting killed, and Linda Blair, the guy from Friday the 13th Part 4, one of the actors, and then two other teenage college students are in the house. So, and they have to try to survive. And, some of them die, some of them live. Not going to mention who, because I don't want to actually spoil this movie, because I don't think a lot of people have seen Hell Night. To me, it's a little underrated. I don't know how much underrated, but I rarely hear people talk about Hell Night. I think it's a classic. Well, I don't know if you consider it a classic. I do. I think it's a really well done slasher movie. The thing about this film is that there's not a lot of, awesome deaths in this film. You don't have, like, the, over-the-top deaths. There's one that I can think of that it's probably the most over-the-top one. One of the victims gets their head chopped off. And the thing about it, though, is when they get their head chopped off, it's a quick shot. You only see it for a second, and then it's over. But I watched this in the dark the first time, and it did creep me out a little bit. So I would definitely recommend it. It's not, there's actually not a lot of blood in this movie at all either. I haven't seen this in a while, but I don't remember there being a lot of blood. But it is a really good movie. I enjoy the ending a lot. When Linda Blair, she's the heroine in this. She survives. She comes face to face with the killer, and there is a scene where he dies, and it's a pretty cool death. Pretty brutal, not like over the top brutal, but still really good. So yeah, the DVD comes with nothing really. You have a widescreen presentation, theatrical trailer, TV spots, and then commentary with Linda Blair, the director, and the producers. So, it is out of print, but it's, I'd say online. You can find it on Amazon for about $13.95, $14.95, at one of those low prices. And it's from Anchor Bay, so yeah, a lot of the movies from Anchor Bay are going out of print, like the older movies. So, but definitely check out Hell Night. If you like a lot of Linda Blair, fun, cheesy films, this one's not too cheesy, but you know, she made a lot of films in the 80s. She made The Exorcist, which came out in the 70s, which is one of the most famous roles she's known for. She made a movie in the 70s called Roller Boogie. It's not a horror movie. She made a movie in the 80s called Savage Streets. So, but this is one of hers that I really enjoy, Hell Night. Pray for Day. I definitely recommend checking it out if you haven't seen it. If I had to rate this film, I'd say give it about 4 out of 5. I really enjoyed it. There are some really good scenes in this movie. Like I said, not a lot of over-the-top deaths, but, you know, you do have some sloshing in there. And not too much blood, from what I remember. But definitely 4 out of 5, and definitely check out Hell Night. So, come back this whole week for some awesome reviews from awesome guys. And if you haven't checked out the DVD Fiend, his review for Monday, definitely check that out. And come back next Tuesday for my next review. So I'll talk to you guys later. I hope you guys are having a good day or night. And like I always say, go eat some Skittles. Oh, and comment, rate, subscribe, and add the DVD Fiends as your friend. And go eat some Skittles.